The One UI 7 update for the S23 series officially hit around a few days ago, and I finally got it on this T-Mobile version around yesterday. And just go ahead and show you guys. Go into software, last update, and this is the update, April 1st security patch here. And yeah, I've been really excited and anticipating this update, mostly because it just gives the S23 Ultra a really fresh feel. And not only that, it just, now this phone feels extremely similar to the S25 Ultra, especially when it comes to the animations and how smooth it is now. So that's the one thing that you'll notice with the One UI 7, a lot of the animations look really great. It's on par now with the S25 Ultra. So it's even more of the reason now to keep your S23 Ultra if you guys were thinking about upgrading. The main concern I was kind of worried about here was this going to take a hit to battery life? We know with these updates it could go either way, but the phone has been draining about the same since it was on 6.1, so I haven't noticed any major changes with the battery life, which is a good thing. So that is really nice. There are no major glitches with this update, so if you were hesitant to update, I would say go ahead and update, because I don't see any issues. I haven't run into any issues. Performance has been, like I said, excellent. The animations all look really great. It's a lot more fluid now. You have the updated icons as well. You got our new app drawer. If you want to change it back, just hit sort, custom order, and it'll change it back. Boom. I really like this. And then we can scroll from the side here. The little icons will jump. So I really like One UI 7, a lot of attention to detail here. And now if we press our power button, we do get the Gemini will pop up, and it's very, very useful now. Instead, it used to be the Bixby, but now we have the Gemini. And yeah, so one of the coolest things here is the redesigned control center here. So if we swipe down, click edit, you can see we can move these to our liking, so you can move them wherever you want. I think where they have it is pretty nice. So I just leave it there. And also if you go to panel setting, if you want that old One UI 6.1 look back, so like that swipe down, it'll do it like that. And then if we click separate, it'll swipe down like that. So if you want that kind of classic look, you can go back to that. And also one of the best things, especially with these kind of like bigger, boxier phones, is that the camera. So it's way easier to use the camera now because the controls are now down here. So you can go ahead and change your megapixels and mess with the flash and stuff. This is just probably one of the best things about this update, especially for these big phones, because it's easier to one hand if you have smaller hands. And no, the camera transitions did not get smoother on here. It pretty much feels the same, which I was expecting. I think a lot of the S25 series, and it did get smoother on the S24, but I think that has a lot to do with just those newer processors. But this is still smooth. It's just not as smooth as those newer phones. But yeah, another very cool feature in here, guys, is the folders. So we click enlarge, and now we can actually access the apps straight from the folder because we can enlarge them now, which is pretty cool. So that's something that I really like. And also the app drawer or the multitasking transitions have changed a little bit. They're not as flat. Really, really nice, fluid looking. And yeah, so I do want to go ahead and talk about the now bar, because this is a really cool feature a lot of people will like here. So we go ahead and click start, and now you will see it'll pop up right here, and this will pop up for music, Google Maps, whatever, and you'll see it right here as well too. Click it, it'll enlarge itself, so that's really nice. I can click it from here as well, it'll enlarge itself. And then if we have multiple things, we can actually just swipe up and swipe through them, or we can just swipe it away. So another thing here is that we do now have new widgets here. So if we click on widgets, now we do have those new sizes. So see if I go down to this weather one, and you guys will see here are the new sizes. So basically this is great for anybody who is designing their home page, and you need like a certain size to fit your design aesthetic, we now have that. Make it larger. So it's really nice. I really do like the new widgets here. And one thing that you must do on these older phones, especially for people who are planning on keeping their S23 Ultra for a long time, we're gonna go ahead and head into our battery, maximum protection, and now you'll see you have more options now. So we can do 90%, 85%, 95%. So basically, if you put it on any of these, it'll really help with your battery life if you plan to keep your phone. I personally would keep it to 80%. This will help your battery health with your phone, so you always will get good screen on time. If you do not do this and you plan on keeping your phone, you will notice throughout the years your phone starting to get less screen on time, or the battery will get worse. Alright guys, so in general, if you haven't seen any of my S23 Ultra videos, it's definitely one of my favorite old flagships of this year. It is a little bit, you know, on the pricier side. Even in the used refurbished marketplace, we're talking about, you know, around 600 bucks. But if you do buy this phone, you really won't have to buy another phone for, you know, a pretty long time, because the CPU is really powerful in here. You can play PUBG still at 120 frames. We don't have any major heating problems. You still have a really nice display. It is a curved display, but it's still really nice. It still has a very luxury feel. We still have the S Pen with the Bluetooth capability, which the S25 Ultra does not have. So we can take pictures from a distance. We can do the controls. You can, you know, skip music and stuff like that from there. And yeah, it still looks really great hardware wise. And yeah, so this is just a fantastic phone. Excellent cameras on here. You can still take some really great shots. If you check out my S25 versus the S23 Ultra comparison. And yeah, so this phone is just getting better with, you know, updates. It feels very new, very fresh now. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.